In the game Operation Pedopriest, it is a portrayal of the extreme measures people within the church go to keep all the wrongdoings in the dark. The game's loading page shows the Bible verse, "Let my children come to me," from Matthew chapter 19, verses 13 through 14. Then we are taken to the game's homepage, where there is a letter from the Pope telling the Cardinal to keep priests out of the spotlight and keep away from any media attention circulating. There are 3 levels to this game: easy, medium, and hard. So let's start with level 1. The characters in this game are as follows. The media attention bar represents the time you have to resist in order to accomplish the mission. Every time a priest is arrested, a light turns on. When all the lights are lit, your chances will be over and the game will end. The silencers are under the player's control. To indicate which one you are controlling, it is the silencer with the golden cross above his head. They resist any temptation to sin and would be able to intimidate the victims and witnesses of sexual crimes. Click on an agent to select him, and then click on another character or scenario elements to make him perform a task. The priests carry out their secret duties and sometimes commit the sin of lust. They mustn't be captured by the police. God is their only judge. The children are the Lord's greatest gift, and at the same time a strong temptation for priests. Fortunately, they are still too pure to charge their abuser. But if they are sexually offended, they will cry often and get the adult's attention. The adults are ordinary believers that hang out at their pastoral places. If they witness a rape, or if they talk with an abused child, they automatically become witnesses. The witnesses will try to find a phone and call the police. The silencer should intimidate them before this happens. The police, if alerted, will appear on the scenario to investigate. If they will witness a rape, they will arrest the guilty priest. The silencers can talk with the cops in order to divert them for a few seconds. Now that we know the characters of the game, we can talk about how to play. To walk around, you can click on the character that you wish to speak with. And you move up the levels of the building by clicking on the door closest to you. The game itself is a satire of how miserably the church fails at trying to restrain all the reports of child abuse. Inside the game, Operation Pedopriest, the player is controlling a group of nuns provocateurs to intimidate the children being abused, parents, and even the priests. Also, the provocateurs can be used to stall the police before they can get to the priest or children. The overall goal of the game is to hold off everyone long enough for all the media attention to die down. When you see a rape occurring, go up to the child or the priest that has been raped and intimidate it. If the adults witness the rape, they too must be intimidated before they call the police. Like seen here, when the police arrive and the characters are not intimidated, the priest will most likely be arrested. Sex crimes committed by the Catholic priests and members of the religious orders have been among a series of scandals in the Catholic Church. Between 1950 and 2002, there have been 10,667 allegations against 4,392 priests accused of engaging in sexual abuse of a minor. These cases have been receiving public attention since the mid-1980s, which has led to the criminal prosecutions of abusers and civil lawsuits against the churches, dioceses, and parishes where abuse was alleged to have occurred. Once you have completed a level, you can either you can choose which level you wish to go to. Let's go to level medium. As you can see, there is more buildings and more priests and more characters, which makes it harder to keep track of them all. The Catholic Church sex abuse cases are an ongoing series of scandals in the Catholic Church related to sex crimes committed by Catholic priests and members of religious orders, while under other diocesan control or in orders that care for the sick or teach children. The sexual abuse of minors in the priesthood has been received significant media attention in Canada, Ireland, the US, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Belgium, France, and Germany, while other cases have been reported all throughout the world. Pope John Paul II emphasized the spiritual nature of the offenses. In 2001, he declared that a sin against the sixth commandment of the Decalogue by a cleric with a minor under 18 years of age is to be considered a grave sin. Some arguments that can be made about the game is the harshness of the opening letter from the Pope to the Cardinal. It seems doubtful that the Pope would be going along with the sexual abuse cases when he has come out to be so against it. The letter states, "Dear Cardinal, once again the clergy is in the midst of controversies. It seems that our common and well-established sexual habits, the so-called abuses of the minors, have once again thrust into the media spotlight. The Church's priority is to shut down these rumors and prevent priests from becoming captured and put on trial according to the secular state's laws. We have formed a task force that will enforce a code of silence in our institutions and block police meddling. Your mission is to lead the task force and contain the scandal until the media attention moves elsewhere. This is a very important battle in the defense of our lifestyle and our autonomy. We know you won't fail us. Signed, the Pope." Another argument is that the game makes it seem so easy for the priest to get caught, and all it takes is a child telling an adult what happened, and the adult simply calling the police. But in reality, it couldn't be more further from the truth. When a child gets assaulted in general, not necessarily by a priest, the emotional scarring from that event sticks with them forever. A lot of the time the child is too young to realize anything that happened is wrong, and that they think the priests are simply just taking care of them. Also, when a child tells an adult what has happened, a lot of the time they don't believe the kid because they think they are too young and naive and are just making up stories. And in most cases, the priest has so much power over the church that no one would ever believe a child to a man so respected.